What's up, guys? I'm going to see if I can get these 20-inch rims to fit on this 2014 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited with these 2-inch 5-lug to 6-lug adapter spacers. First things first, take these hubs or hub adapters and we're going to split them in half. So we're going to bolt the first part on to the hub and then bolt this onto that and the wheel onto that. Blah blah blah. Here we go. Okay, first thing, let's get this on there. I'm going to do the front wheels first. That's the ones I'm really worried about having enough turning radius, because these tires are from my, our rims and tires are from my Silverado. These are definitely pretty big. If I do keep these rims on the Jeep, I'll probably have to go to some lower profile tires in order to get it to fit, or do like a 2-inch, 2.5-inch lift. But I really would like these to work just like they are. So we shall see. Don't forget to remove these stupid little tabs. Even sometimes installing rims that have a flat backing don't have a little groove. Those things will not make your rim seat correctly. Cause all kinds of problems. So take them off. Well, looks like this is gonna have to be continued another day. Factory studs are too long, so you can't actually bolt this on. I mean, I'd have to grind the head off of each stud. Well, then it would work. Alright, well I'm going to try at least one stud. And I'm going to try grinding it off, see how it goes. If I cut off right to the threads, there will be enough space. I will still have to go pick up a whole nother set of lug nuts, because these obviously are not going to work. I need something that will recess in there so this plate can bolt on top of it. So anyway, let's cut this little tip off here, see what happens. Alright, moment of truth. Everything's just temporarily bolted up, but we're going to see if we have enough clearance. So they fit. And I think they look great. But now I'm going to crank it up and see if I can turn lock to lock without rubbing. That's going to be the real trick. Well, no lock this direction, or no rubbing this direction. That's pretty cool. See about this way. Beautiful. Boy, that's a glorious thing. Might be worth running to the store to pick up some lug nuts. Alright, it's day 2. I'm back. I'm working on the rear wheel now. And I was getting really frustrated, and I wasn't going to film this because it's just boring and it was going to take me forever. I forgot one simple thing. when you're cutting these lugs, you got to remember to use some kind of cutting oil. I'm using WD-40. So spray it down, cut as far as you can go till the wheel starts to slow down. You know, I'm using a cutting wheel. Once that starts to slow down, take it off, spray it with a little more oil, and it just cuts right through these lugs like butter. I was like heat soaking the lugs, forgetting that you need a cutting fluid to keep that blade going through. Now I've just zipped through the last two like no problem. Yeah, so front one's all bolted on. I'm about to get this one finished because I'll cut through there. Get the rear wheel bolted on, make sure that it fits, then pop over to the other side. Yeah, that's it. Cutting wheel, then I'm using angle grinder. Is that what this is? Using the grinder to kind of bevel the edge. Like I bevel the edge with the grinder and then remove the nut. Cleans up all the threads. Don't forget to do that. I have a nut on there to back out and clean up the threads. But beveling, like these are longer studs. I'm having to cut into the threads. There, up front I was just cutting the tip off, but this is having to go into the threads to be able to fit this plate. So you got to be sure to bevel that edge so the lug nut will go on there nice and smooth. Anyway, I'm gonna keep going, but I'm gonna film less because it's boring. You know what I'm doing. Let's see the finished product as soon as I'm done. Bam! I actually just had it down off the jack and it fit perfect. Everything's great, so. Score! Woo! Done! Thank God. Yep. I'm not going to put the center caps on yet because I'm going to have to check all these bolts, make sure everything's tight, because there's a lot of stuff going on in there. I did put red Loctite on the bolts that hold the two parts of the spacer together, not on the lugs itself, because the bolts that hold the spacers together are like an Allen key. It's much harder to torque that down than it is a lug nut. Anyway, I'm gonna go give this a test drive, see how things are, and yeah, I think it looks great. For the record, let's go over tire sizes. The fronts and rears are different, and that's just because these were on my Silverado, and I just put whatever I could find on there just to keep that truck running, you know, work truck. But anyway, these fronts are a 275, 55, 20. The rears are slightly larger, and I don't know if the rears would fit on the front and still be able to turn, but it's only 275, 60, 20. So definitely a meatier tire in the rear. Eventually, especially because those fronts are a little lower in tread, eventually I'll probably get all new tires, like some with some grip, you know. But anyway, whatever. It looks like a real Jeep now, so I'm happy. Time for a test drive.